What's going on, Appliance Boot Camp family and friends? This is Mike Sneed coming to you again. We're going to give YouTube a few minutes to let everybody know that we are live and that we are here. Like I said, I want to thank everybody again, especially the people from last week, Johnston now for the amazing program they put on for the honors program. It was very good. Uh, I've been getting email, texts. I've been getting a lot of business deals. Have believe it or not, are starting to come out of that. I tell everybody, winning that award was great, but the hard part now is trying to live up to it. So now a lot of people have been reaching out to me to actually partner up to do stuff, and it's been amazing. All the feedback I have gotten from it. Like I say, but now it's the hard part of after receiving the award. Now I have to live up to the award, and I'm trying my best every day to live up to the honor. Currently, right now, excuse the dust. We have dust, as you can see, everywhere. I'm right in the middle of a renovation. So let me get some of that dust off. Hold on. We're in the middle of a renovation right now, um, and we're coming down to the wire of this renovation. Um, and every day we're busting through concrete and we're sanding down walls. So every day we got dust flying everywhere. But we should be done by the end of this week. So next week I give you all a tour of the renovated space that we've done. So we're in the middle of this, and excuse the boxes and everything because I got to keep that area kind of clear as we do our renovating out there. And end of this week we'll move everything back, and we should have everything clear, and we'll have a good thorough cleaning. So it's going to be really nice. It's going to be it'll make the space where we have a lot more room, and it be more conducive to us doing training programs, and it will allow me to bring in some different type of equipment from time to time, and it'd be more it'd be a little bit more functional to do other things also, to have seminars and stuff like that. So I'm looking forward to it. We're in the final stages, and it's starting to look like something else. So I'm really appreciating that. Also, like I say, in the middle of the renovating. Not only that, I got two other buildings that I'm in the middle of renovating. My building downtown, I have down here. We're in the middle of that. I just found out from the structural engineer, I got to pull one of the back walls, the entire back wall of that building. I have to pull it down. So I was a little disappointed in the fact that I have to pull that wall down. But like I've been riding around looking at all the other properties that's going up. I'm saying people buy buildings, then they push the buildings down and build them all the way up from the ground up. And I'm seeing somebody in the other town, right in Clayton, right next door, downtown. They're bringing a restaurant, and they're just doing. They have a lot of major stuff that they're doing to that building. So I'm looking at mine the same way. So hey, if they can do it, I can do it too. I'm bringing value here, and I want to bring just as much buzz down here as it is in Clayton, and I'll get that money back. So it's not money that's getting thrown away. It's just money getting invested in there. And the great thing about it, when you put money into property like that, not only do you get to retain the money that you put in, but you also get equity. So the property goes up, and you'll actually get rewarded for your effort of putting the money in and the time and effort. So I'll be getting that in there also. So I'm going through that. Don't look forward to it, but because we got to pull that wall down, now that allow me to do some other stuff that that I was thinking about doing. I can go ahead and do that now. I can justify doing that. And like I said, we got a lot we got to do between now and November 19th. The 19th, we have our next class. I'm also finishing up the ice cream parlor. Man, the ice cream parlor is this ice cream parlor. As soon as I thought I knew this ice cream parlor business, I've just done it for 1 year. It's really is really changing and has really changed from last year to this year. We're in our fall and winter hours, but it's still chugging along. I'm actually been just surprised and not really pushing it. So I'm in the middle right now. The ice cream parlor business actually getting the website totally done. So I'm getting the website done where we can be a lot more where they can order and have curbside pickup and all that. So we're in the middle of doing all that and adding stuff onto it, putting what they call geo tracking and stuff like that. So we got a lot of that stuff going on. So I'm in the middle of doing that. And also, if you would like, it's a link in the description. If you would like to buy some of our popcorn, we got popcorn like always for sale. We're gonna have popcorn for the holidays, so you can go there buy popcorn. We'll ship it directly to your house. All right. So today we're gonna be talking about knowing your numbers. I'm gonna try to share a screen with you, but this is something that is always an ongoing debate whenever you start talking about, especially people talking about using blue books and stuff for getting your prices and the prices and stuff that we charge. A lot of people have questions and debates on how y'all come up with those prices. Those prices don't seem to be real. And what happens, a lot of people don't know how to do their cost of doing business. So what I'm going to do tonight, I'm going to show you a sample way, a simple way of how you do your cost of doing business for your appliance repair business. And this right here, what I'm going to show you, I'm going to see if I can share the screen. This is a spreadsheet uh, that many years ago, I don't know, maybe USA still teaches off of this spreadsheet, but many years ago when you went to the ASPEs, this was one of the things that they pushed on you to learn your cost of doing business. They had a class just set aside just to sit down and teach you this spreadsheet and teach you how to plug these numbers in so that as a business owner, you'll know how much money you need to be charging. So especially when you got ready to hire technicians, bring in office staff, you would know how much you need to be charging. And when you was going to talk to third party warranty companies or apartment management companies and stuff, you knew how much money you need to charge them. What was the minimum you could charge, and what your numbers was at, so you knew how much you could give them a deal on it and stuff. So this why they was really adamant that before you left the ASPEs, they wanted to make sure you knew how to do your cost of doing business. So I'm gonna see if I can share my screen with you. Okay, like it's showing. Can you all see that? Like I might need to make it a little bigger. Let me see if I can make this screen bigger. Uh, Come here to view, zoom. I'm gonna zoom again. Okay, there we go. All right, like we can see that pretty good. Okay, so this is the spreadsheet that they used to give you when you came to the ASPEs. Uh, 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 can y'all see it now? Just put a one if you can see it now. Zoomed in, so I think it should be looking pretty good. But whenever you came to the ASPEs, this is what they actually would actually give you, and you went to a class to actually sit down to do it. So I'm gonna actually go through this so you all will know what's in here, so you have a little bit of an understanding of what's going on behind the scenes, actually computing your cost of doing business. Okay. So right here on the spreadsheet, first they're going to ask you how many days in the year. Everybody knows 365 days in a year. So you will put that many days in there. Next, they're gonna want you to, unless you work in weekends. I didn't work weekends. I don't work weekends, and most of the time, they didn't. Most people don't work weekends. So you would take all the weekends out. So you got 52 weeks in a year, and 2 days on the weekend, Saturday and Sunday. I know some people argue and say, Sunday is beginning of the weekend. Anyway, it's 52 times two. That gives you 104. So you minus out your weekends. Now you're gonna take your holidays, all the different holidays, Flag Day, whatever. You got 10 holidays. You pull that out. All right, now you're going to pull out vacation time. You know, if you're going to take 2 weeks off with you and your family, we're going to say 13 days for vacation. We'll pull that out. Next, you're gonna say in case you got sick. If you got the big you got the big CO this time, and you had to take 4 days off. You can't you never know you're gonna get sick. Some people say I can't get sick. I gotta go to work, but you gotta put it in there to the numbers. You gotta make some number that say okay, if I got sick, hopefully I don't, but if I did and I had to be out for 4 days, no, I'm saying about 4 days is what I have to set out with a stomach bug or something like that. And last but not least, you need to put in time to actually go to training. That was another thing people always complain about. I would go to training if I don't have time. I got to go to work. I got too much work. I don't have the money to go to training and stuff. So here, I always put like 3 days to go to Ashley's because what will happen, Ashley's, I'll be there on, it'd be Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday and then Saturday and Sunday. Saturday and Sunday I won't working anyway, so I just had the 3 days: Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday was the 3 days I would go to Ashley, and then they'll fall in on the weekend, so I won't there anyway. All right. So now it's going to give you how many days you are available per tech is available to work. So after I minus all of that, all you got now is 231 days that you are available to actually work. All right. So you come down here, you can put how many hours you work per day. Uh, I'm going to work 8 hours a day. We're going to say now you got 8 hours a day. So now this tech, and if this tech right here got 8 hours per day, you're going to multiply 8 times the 231. This how many hours per year that tech would have right here. So now you have 1,848 hours per year that you can sign up with. Okay, so now you want to come down and put down how much you're going to make per hour, how much you're going to pay yourself per hour. So I wanted to make $100,000 a year, so I would put $50 per hour. $50 per hour equals to about 104,000 per year. So all right, so we got the 50,000. We only got one tech. So I'm the only person. I'm a one man shop. I'm one tech. The rate is $50 per hour. Now right here, what they're saying that 50 dollars per hour, it amounts to 104,000 per year. And here we're what we call we got 52 weeks and 40 hours a week. So throughout the year, you have 2,080 hours throughout the year to work. But remember, we got to take out for these times right here. So with that, we don't have the full time to work. So we only got really that much time to work. But if somebody had us in slave wage on slave ship or whatever, you was gonna work every hour. So that'll be that 2,080 hours that's available to work. But like I said, you only available to work at 1,848. So from there, this is your average labor cost per hour. So your average labor cost per hour is $56.28. So that's how much it costs you per hour to pay your the labor cost. All right, from there, now we got to come in and we got to add your expenses. So what you would do, you would go and right here, for me as a one person technician at the time, my yearly expenses was about 24,000. So that would include your health insurance. That would include your vehicle insurance, general liability, any type of marketing that you would be doing. If you had a secretary or somebody, you would add them right there. You had all your expenses that you have. So when people say they don't have no medical insurance and stuff like that, that's because they don't know their cost of doing business. They're not adding this stuff in. So all your expenses for the whole year, right here, will go there. So from there, you're going to divide that by the amount of hours that you have to work. Remember those hours we have 1,848. So now every hour that we work, we got to we know when we go out there, we got to be billing the customer additional $12.99 to cover our expenses. Everybody following that? So now you got $12.99 to cover your expenses, and then you got $56.28 to cover your labor. So now right here, this right here is the your operating expense and labor costs. So now, in order to go out there and cover your labor and your expenses, you have to charge a minimum of $69.26. Okay. All right, so that's what we call your break even point. So right there is the break even. That's the minimum that you can charge anybody to go out there and do their service call. So that's the minimum. So that when you start negotiating, you know that's the minimum, but you don't want to be on that minimum side. You want to be closer up on the other side. But if you had to really pull in a contract or something, that's the minimum that you could charge, and that's your break even. But now what we want, I need a profit in there because I want to actually have me extra money to actually pay for me going out there doing the work. I want to put a profit in. And most of the time back then, everybody wanted to put in about 15%. 15% profit is a great profit. So right here you put 15. You could change it. If you wanted to change it, you could put like 20% profit. But most of the time, we just put everybody normally rule of thumb was just to put the 15% in there. Now I done messed up my D67. There you go. All right. So now that'll be your profit there. That's how much profit you want to make over top of this $69.26. So now that'll put what is your billable rate per hour. So your cost of doing business per hour is $81.49. If you was a one man shop and your numbers was close to mine, and that's where I get that $85 from. That pretty much has been the industry standard. And that's where I get the number. I'm just not pulling that number out my butt when I tell you all to be charging $85 an hour right here. Because that's the number that have been worked out, and that's the number that'll work for you. All right. So here, this is something that they would tell you to do, where you can actually see your efficiency and stuff like that, and to, if you had one tech versus two techs and all that stuff. So here, I put down a number of completed calls you have per day. So say like for me, if I had three, 'cause I'm only doing 4 calls per day. If I had three completed calls per day, uh, that only gives you what you call efficiency rate of about 38%. So now take your completed call rate up to what? $217.30. And that's about what my call completion rate is. I do 5 stops a day. I have about three of them that's completed. So now you're seeing about where my $250 are coming at for my completed call rate right there. So and they're gonna look here at the number of hours that you're working per day. You're working about 8 hours per day, and this right here is your efficiency, 38%, and they say your completed call rate should be right here. So here you can actually say if I wanted to change it, if I got my completed call rate up to if I got my efficiency up to from 38 to 50%, my completed call rate would go down. So what you would do here, if you had a technician that's not performing well, and if you were to get their numbers up so they have more completed calls, meaning you do call in fronts, you stock the truck, and say if you got the call rate up to, let me see if I can find it. Instead of 50, we're gonna go if you had an 85% call rate. So then your completed call rate will go down to it'd be only costing you about $95.87 to complete that call, but you'll still be billing out for that 250. So that'll be more profit coming back into the actual company as you actually get more efficient and complete the calls at a better time. So that would be the justification of you actually stocking your trucks and all that stuff. So that's how you actually figure out how to do your cost per call. So that's what this is all about. Now, let's say if you wanted to add a technician, say if you're going to add another technician, and most of the time, if you're going to bring in another technician, you're going to also bring in now, because now you got two people running. You're going to now need to bring in somebody to actually answer the phone. Let's do that first. Let's go into answering the phone. Let's say we're going to get somebody to answer the phone. And right now, our total yearly cost in labor is about 24,000. Say we're gonna pay somebody 30,000, so we'll make that instead of 24, we'll make it 54,000. So now we had the 24. Now we'll add $30,000 salary on top of that. So now look at uh look at what our billable cost per hour goes up to now. Now we need to be charging about $100.59, right at about $100 per hour if we're gonna bring in somebody um, and to answer the phone. The reason why we put it right here because this person over here, if we were to add it here as a tech, the tech is generating money for you, meaning they're going out there generating money. The person who's answering the phone, they're not out there generating any money. Um, so this right here to be the expense there. All right. I think somebody had just asked DCNF said why they not a tech. Yeah, we put the CSR here as a labor cost because the CSR doesn't go out there and make no money for you. They actually are expense because they're not out there making money. They're just sitting in the office. That technician. So if we came up here, we had a technician. Say I'm gonna start him off at about $25 per hour. So I'll put him at $25 per hour. Here, right now, we got 8 hours to work. But now we got two techs now. Okay. All right. So now we got 8 hours to work. We got 1,848 per tech. We got two techs. So this is how many hours we got to bill out. So now that's why we don't put the CSR here because they're not gonna go out there and generating the money. So this tech now is now $25 per hour. Total salaries now on average is 37.50. We divide it, so we got average of 37.50. Uh, this gives our yearly uh, uh, our average yearly labor cost, and we're gonna come on down and let's see how much our cost per call go. All right, our cost per call now, you see, it actually went down. It went down from the $100 per hour to now we're back. We're back now uh, at about 66.84. And you say, well, we added somebody there for $25 per hour. We added this person here for $25 per hour. Uh, why did my cost go down? The reason why it went down because all of your expenses now, instead of your expenses being carried out on just this one number here with one tech, now your expenses is being carried out across 3,696 uh, hours. So now you can spread the cost out amongst a whole lot more calls. So that's why your price goes down. So that's one of the things I had a hard time trying to explain to my mom and everybody, saying, "Hey, They're like, if you hire somebody, you losing money. You got to pay their salary. And I said, I ain't got to pay their salary. They're gonna pay their own salary. And they're like, well, you're gonna lose money, especially with African Americans. We think that way, that if we go out and hire somebody, that we actually lose money. But it's the exact opposite. When you go out and hire somebody, you actually see your cost of doing business actually comes down. So now I got I got two technicians out there. Now I have $66.84. And what's my break? My break even is $56.82. So now my break even point is lower. If I want to go out there, and I know Mike is out here, and he has this contract, and he's charging them $150 per hour to go out there and fix something. I know my break even is 56.82, and for me to make my profit and everything is 66.84. I could go there and actually bid on that contract and tell them, hey, we can do it for $67. No, and I can make my numbers because now I actually know what my numbers are. I'm just not pulling numbers out my butt. And so that's what you're gonna have to get into is you're gonna start to do more business. You're gonna have to know your numbers. And this right here eliminate a lot of the people asking the questions and debating why you need to charge the blue book, because the blue book is going to use industry standard numbers to actually come up until you can actually go out here and do these numbers on your own. Once you know how to do these numbers on your own, then you can go out and you can actually then start to negotiate. A lot of times that's why I tell you all to start off with the third party warranty companies. Start off with the third party warranty companies to learn the trade. Learn the trade first. After you learn the trade, that's why I say you gotta go join the associations. You gotta join USA, PSA, and you gotta go to the trade conventions. And from there, once you get into the trade conventions, this is where you learn this stuff. Um, this is where you learn how to do your business. There, there you'll get with the industry leaders, and those industry leaders will actually then take you under their wing, and they'll teach you the business part of it. They'll teach you real business part of it, and they'll teach you how to read your numbers. They'll teach you everything you need to know about your business. If you want to scale up to have 15, 20 technicians, there's somebody there they'll put you in that group and they'll teach you how to get to that. And if I never had 15, 20 technicians before, I can't tell you how to get 15, 20 technicians. I can have a guess of how to do it, but all the small intricacies that come with running a big shop like that, I don't know because I've never done it, so I can't teach you how to do it. But there is somebody there who's done it. They got people one man shops to 200 and 300 men shops. They have it, and everything in between. And so that's where you get in and learn your business. And that's where I tell you all to go there and to learn this. So this is the stuff you're going to need to know. Same thing. You getting out. A lot of people now want to get into marketing. They want to. I want to learn how to market. Marketing is just like just like we tell you, sales systems is a totally different monster. Marketing is a totally different monster. If you want to learn how to market, you're gonna have to spend some money and learn how to market. You ain't and you got to get somebody to actually teach you. You got to spend money on people to actually market. And marketing, you're gonna have to spend your money out there and test it. It ain't gonna be something. It got to be something you got to be committed to when you got to go out there and start marketing. You can't do it one time and think you're gonna people gonna hit you gonna start calling the phone. It's something they tell you have to hit that customer about 7 times before they decide to make that call. So marketing is something you got to constantly keep doing. It ain't something. It ain't like no lottery ticket. I'm gonna give you the winning lottery number. You're gonna scratch it off, or you're gonna your number gonna come out tonight. There's got to be a commitment to something you do every day, nonstop. You got to constantly keep marketing. And once you find one or two things that work, you ain't got to do a lot of marketing. Just find you one or two things that work, and you just keep doing that. You just keep doing that, and then you get to the point where you can actually predict how much you're going to make based upon how many pieces you send out or how much money you spend. I always tell you, if you want to do marketing, start off, get the book yourself solid, read that, pick one or two things that you can do out of that book, implement them, and then from there, you can add more stuff. But most of the time, if you're a one man shop and you're doing third party warranty and you're starting to get a little bit of CODs, it's not going to be a lot of marketing you're going to be able to do because you don't have the capacity to actually market. Because once you start marketing, say for instance, like people ask me about Angie's List. Is Angie List good? Yeah, Angie List will send you 7 to 8 stops per day, but you're gonna have a system in there to actually capture every one of those leads. When they send you those leads, soon as those emails come through, you gotta be picking up the phone, calling that customer, saying, "Hey, I just saw you got a problem with your dishwasher, and I want to get somebody out there." And if you're gonna be doing that, you ain't gonna be no week out. They want somebody right then and there. You gotta be same or next day, no more than 2 days out, or they're gonna be moving. And so you gotta have a system. I ask people all the time if they're gonna do something like that. Do you have somebody who's sitting by the phone ready to call as soon as that lead comes through? If you don't, you're gonna be wasting your money because they're gonna send you leads, but you ain't gonna be able to capture them because you don't have the capacity to be out there running service calls, fixing stuff, answering the phone when people call, ordering your parts, and trying to run down leads as they come through. You're not gonna have it. Most of the time, if you're a one man shop or 2 man shop, the most you're gonna be able to do is maybe one or two third party warranty companies, get you a good property management company, and your CODs. That's it. You ain't gonna have to market much. You're not gonna be able to keep up if you start marketing. If you start, you can do your web page, and on my web page pull in everything for me almost. But I don't have to be out there chasing leads and calling people. People go to my web page and they just book automatically. So that doesn't require me to have a lot of capacity to be calling people all day long. So that's the stuff you got to look at. And and like I say, all that stuff is going to come as you start to get better in business. As you start to get better in business, you'll start to figure these things out, and you realize too, it doesn't require a whole lot. If you charging and billing correctly, especially with the blue book and stuff, you don't have to have a lot of calls in order to make it. It's when you're not charging properly that you have to have a bunch of calls and that you're chasing volumes where you trying to charge when you only making $80 or $100 per stop. Yeah, then you're gonna be trying to get a whole lot of volume in. But if you're charging properly using the blue book, or if you're doing third party warranty calls and you're charging them $85 per hour, you're gonna be okay. You're not gonna run a whole bunch of calls. I'm gonna read some of the stuff we got going on in the chat. I want to thank everybody for joining us. All right. Okay, what's going on, DCNF? All right. Appliance professionals. Hello, Mike, ABC fan. Know your numbers. Yeah, yeah. That's one of the things they always. Back in the days when you went to the conferences and stuff, they always would harp on you getting in there, knowing what your numbers are. You gotta know what your numbers are, and that right there helps you tremendously. And it's not just appliance repair. Any business that you go to, they're gonna want you to know. You're going to know the numbers in that business. Quentin Hodge, hey, what's going on? Hey, what's going on, 89 Dr. Funk? BK from the Rockies, shout out to ABC fam. Hey, how you doing, BK? All right. And I'll put the link in the chat if anybody wants to come on. Yep. Mike has buildings all over like a boss. Man, I appreciate that. Yeah. Today I was actually thinking about that. I've been kind of just thinking where we're gonna go for beginning of next year, for 2022, and that was one of the things I was looking. I'm gonna really start to push appliance boot camp and push our what we're doing down here across the nation. A lot of people, like I said, this past week with from the honors program, um, Uh, Everybody knows what's going on everywhere else in the YouTube business space. Is getting ready to create a vacuum. For a long time, one of the guys who was the major leader, and he's not going to lose much, but it has opened the door for somebody else to actually come in. He's running through a little issue right now, and it's open. It put a opening the door for somebody else to come in and grab some market share. So a lot of people are starting to position themselves to try to make that move to kind of get in their position, get into his position that he had. And I'm not going to be, I'm going to be honest. I'm getting ready to make a move too to try to go and squeeze into that position. And I think what we have put together here, the alumni, ABC alumni, and everything that we've done here, I think we make a strong, a very strong argument that we're one of the best out there. And we're one of the best out there, and creating entrepreneurs and giving you the whole gamut where you're gonna get the business, you're gonna get a trade, you're gonna get the real estate, you're gonna get the financials, you're gonna get all of that, and you're gonna get it from somebody who's constantly doing it, and you can go see it, and it's gonna be something physical you can go touch. I think with that we're gonna be able to really make a move in the next couple of months. All right, yeah, DCNF, okay. All right, yeah, I zoomed it in. Hey, what's up, Paul Brown? Hey, how you doing? Yeah, that's what everybody say. Appliance professional. That's what everybody say. You cannot afford not to go to training. Skills are competitive as our competitive event. Yeah, you have to. You have to. You have to go out there and get that training. Lab Hand TV. I'll be signing up for the boot camp evening tonight. Okay, well, appreciate it. Yeah, we still got some spots available. If you go, the link is in the description. Okay, thanks, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, I remember you calling. I appreciate it. All right, what's going on, Good Tech? Mr. Mechanical, hey, what's going on? Decent enough, Mike, do we count the CSR pay as a expense on the cost of doing business since they are in the tech? Yeah, we count them as a expense. Um, okay, Derek Jackson, he's looking forward to getting the course real soon. Okay, I'd love for you to get in, man. Love for you to get in. You welcome. You welcome, Good Tech. My apps, what's going on? How you doing? Okay, preach you on spot. You spot on dial that marketing in. Yeah, you got if you're gonna be marketing, you gotta have a funnel that you run those clients through. Soon as they it's crazy. We spend the money for the marketing, and I've done it too. Matter of fact, not only have I done it in the past, I've done it just recently, where I go out and spend this money for marketing, and the marketing takes off, but I ain't got the capacity to do the calls, and I don't have the capacity right now go and look up on the leads, follow up on the leads. So that was money I spent to get the phone ringing and stuff that I didn't even have to spend. And like I say, right now we just had a cold snap to hit, and appliances are breaking again, and we already booked right now to Tuesday of next week. So the little bit of marketing that I had put together, um, now I don't have the capacity to do it because I came down. I only got one sub and myself, and I just don't have the capacity to do it, and don't want to do them now. And so it wasted money, wasted money. RE Appliance Repair. What's up, ABC fam? Hey, what's going? Okay, DCNF. So he's running a marketing campaign right now. Okay, good stuff. Um, Appliance professionals. GMB referral property management is filling our schedule out. Although we still do a few warranty and a little bit of marketing. Yeah, yeah. You'll start to see as you start to find the ones that you like. We have two property management companies. And we have two property management companies. I have I do mainly American Home Shield, do a little bit of American Home Warranty, but now they done teamed up with some AIG or something. I ain't gonna do much with them. Too hard to get your parts and stuff. And I don't want to be jumping through the hoops. But I mainly two property management companies and American Home Shield, and I have my CODs from my website. That's all I need. That's all I need. And I get great calls, great customers. I don't have to drive through no traffic. It's great. It's great. Oh, thank you, man. I appreciate it. Appreciate it. How do you negotiate and get sales? You're gonna start off if you go through and look at all of the course before you do anything. Look at the entire course. You starting off, you're not gonna go out and get sales. You're gonna be going to third party warranty companies and get a contract, and you're gonna let them send you to work, and you're gonna do one or two stops per day until you learn the trade. Then once you learn the trade, then you be honest with you, this business doesn't require you to do a lot of marketing. Once you go out there and you people start to know that you do appliance repair, your phone is going to ring. You're going to have people referring you. You put a decal on your truck or vehicle. You're going to have people calling you, and eventually it's just gonna snowball up where you just gonna your schedule gonna stay full. So there's not a lot of marketing you're gonna have to do here. The first 3 to 6 months, just concentrate on learning the trade. Concentrate on learning the trade. The third party warranty companies, they're saying you all the work you need without having to pay for it. Okay, Anthony Norris. Thanks for putting a lot of these young brothers up on game, business game, entrepreneurship. Keep up the good work. You a jewel and real asset. I appreciate that, man. I really do. I really do appreciate that. Um, yeah, you all once again, you all have done an amazing job. The alumni from Appliance Bootcamp and the whole appliance repair industry has done an amazing job in making the transition from you all going from W-2 employees to entrepreneurs and stuff. Um, the whole community has really, really embraced us and brought us along. And to see you all where y'all are at 2 years ago versus where you all are at now, and it still amazes me that to see that you all come through and become like industry leaders. It just still amazes me to see that happen. And like I say, I wish all of y'all would do something on YouTube, as far as documenting your journey and stuff like that, because people need to see that. And because what happened a lot of times with entrepreneurs, we only see the end product after they have gotten somewhat successful and stuff. And so we then see that end of it, and from there we just assumed that everything was just all easy for them, that it wasn't any hardships or anything, jump in between there. If you all document your processes now, trust me, you're gonna need them, especially for family and friends. That was one of the great things about YouTube and Facebook. Not but prior to coming on to Facebook, I was on Facebook before I came to YouTube. But prior to coming to going on Facebook and documenting the business I done on Facebook was my God knows my appliance store. So what I've done from that my appliance used appliance store, I documented from day one. From me going there, going up to Philadelphia, buying the buying the actual product, having the shipment, me building same thing. I went there and I built out the actual store with my hands myself, and I had two guys with me then. We built out. And I had one. Myself and Dante. And Dante running his own flipping appliance business now. He actually I trained him, and he has his own appliance repair business doing good. His brother came on and worked with us, and him and his brother now run their own appliance repair business. But anyway, we went in, built out the store, brought the appliances in. Dante got them up and ready to go. From the time we opened the store to, and I documented everything from opening the store to getting the product in to adding value. Where we went to the mattresses, we went to the furniture. Uh, all of that was on documented on Facebook. So what happened at the beginning, family and friends told me I was crazy. Want nobody gonna buy no used appliances. Who gonna go pay? Who gonna pay you $300 for a broken appliance? That's what they told me. At the end, when I right before I sold out and left, it was the exact opposite. Everybody would be calling me. You got any used appliances? My mom need a washer. You got one I can come over there and get. It was everybody who talked junk about that. They ended up there buying appliances from me and sending people there. And then it got to the point where they said, "Well, you didn't build it out yourself." They tried to tell me that my Indian partner, there's like Abdul and Ron and them done it. You didn't do it, so I was so glad I had documented everything on Facebook. So I would go back on Facebook and pull it up and show them, no, this me. That's me sitting there. That was so good. And now, same thing here with you all, where you all get to see me come in and build a business from scratch, where I come in and I just take this building. Y'all saw this building when we came in with two young guys and uh, and teach them how to rebuild it. And I'm learning how to rebuild it to the point now where we busting out concrete floors, doing the plumbing, doing everything. We're doing everything in here, and there's no problem for us to do it. To the point now where one of my friends, he's buying a building across the street, and we're gonna go over there and do some work over there for him. Matter of fact, I'm gonna send a young guy over there. He knows how to do it. He's doing a lot of work around this little area for people, doing little stuff like this. You got old plumbing pipes and stuff, and they're corroded and rotted up under the concrete. He knows how to go get them now and fix it. So everybody got to see that whole process, and so take the building and buy it and build it up and then put a business in it and move to the next one. Now we're going down here and get ready to do this next one. And this one is gonna be really nice. It's gonna be really nice when we get done down here. And that's the stuff that now people can see it right here in front of everybody. And that's one of the things I think what allowed me to get that award was the fact that people got to see it, and a lot of people following that journey. Just I'm surprised how many people watch this stuff. But a lot of people get to see it. A lot of people follow the journey, and they realize, okay, he's doing something pretty rare. I don't think it's rare because I think I'm actually behind comparably to my other friends and colleagues. But they look at it and say we're doing something pretty good, and that's why I think going forward we could jump in and actually take some of that market share because I don't see nobody else out there who's doing it on a variety of stuff that we're doing it on. All right, you got my apps. Telling yeah, it worked. Follow the blueprint. I'm doing it now. Yep, my apps is getting started. You're doing great, my apps. You're doing great. Um, yep. What's up, Mike? Yep. Follow the blueprint. What's going on, 63 Rag, dude? All right. I just bought the course. Is there anything I can do in these few weeks before the class so I can get the most? Yeah. Go ahead and start the course. Start the course now, and and get going. So you look at everything. So you get to the class, it'd be like in school. You know, the teacher give you homework, and you do your homework. Then when you get to class, the teacher help you figure out things that you might not have understood uh, at home and doing your homework. Same thing. Go ahead and get started. Look at all the videos and follow the steps. Complete as many of the steps as you can before you get here. I would love for you to be up and running before you get here. Uh, 89 Dr. Funk. How are the young guys to help you build a boot camp building, Mike? Well, one of them's back with me again. One of them's back again, working with me, renovating this. He's gonna help my partner do his. He just helped the barbershop do some stuff, and he's gonna help me down at my other building if he's still around. It's one of these things. I talk about it all the time. The people who come to the boot camp, they see it all the time. It's funny. I told them they could come to the boot camp and learn how to start their own appliance repair business. They'll show up for one day. They might show up Friday for about a half. If they come late, get a half a day in, you won't see them no more that weekend. They have yet to complete it. They can come for free. They have yet to complete it, and and they always just looking for a quick hustle. It's not they won't sit down and actually uh, and have no delayed gratification. They always just constantly looking for a quick hustle, and they won't learn. They won't sit down and learn the business part. So uh, I'm gonna let him. I'm gonna give him a time frame to actually get some things accomplished. If he doesn't get those things accomplished, then I'm gonna tell him, hey, I gotta move on and grab somebody else. You had your time here, but unfortunately, they don't take advantage of it. Neither one of them take advantage of it, and they have yet to complete it. They know how to repair the buildings and stuff now because I've showed them all that. But they won't take advantage of it. Just won't take advantage of it. And the people come here, I tell them all the time. I say, you will see him because they be asking, man, why you don't take it? I'm gonna do it this time. I'm gonna finish it. Next night, I tell him, I say he gonna be back tomorrow. Then they say he don't show back. And everybody be like, why young man didn't come back? I say because, like they say about the dog laying on the nail and he's moaning and groaning. And the guy asked him, why that dog moaning and groaning like that, where he's laying on a nail? Well, why he don't get up? It ain't hurting him bad enough. That's the same thing about them. It's just not hurting them bad enough. And when they could come here and I could teach them in the weekend how they could get their life and stuff back together. But with them, they thinking that they can figure it out on their own. They're looking for quick gratification stuff. Um, like for instance, the cotton candy machine. I showed him he could make $500, in a day and a half selling cotton candy. Okay, the cotton candy machine don't cost for like $300. I told him I said go to the flea market and see if you can get a booth and you just sell cotton candy there. The flea market guy said I think it was $30 a day to come out there. And where you gonna make 150, $200 selling your cotton candy? You got enough people coming through there, especially kids and stuff, to sell it. Mr. Sneed, can I use your cotton candy machine? You can use it one day, but after that, you have to go buy your own. And I'm not going to support it. And you got to buy your own. You got to have some skin in the game. So from there, if you don't want to spend the $300 to go buy a cotton candy machine. So that's the mentality. He's losing money. But that generation would like for you to give them everything, and then when your shit breaks, they he's broke. And they don't want to invest in themselves. Just like the people, a lot of people who come through Appliance boot camp, we done broke them out of that a little bit. A lot of times people are getting mad when we're telling them buy the course, follow the blueprint, buy the course. It's not us trying to be mad and not help somebody, but we got to break that mentality away from people where they think they're gonna get something for nothing. It don't work like that. You're gonna have to invest in yourself. And nobody, like I was telling him, also, I was telling him, you gotta go. He gotta get some driver's license. You gotta go get your driver's license. Ain't no way around it. Ain't just no way around it. You gotta go get them instead of you constantly waiting for somebody else to get your driver's license. And then once And then once you got something signed up, like so for instance, he want to go he mow the grass at some of my rental property. You need to go mow the grass. Call me on Saturday sometime. Hey, Mr. Sneed, I want to go mow that grass. I don't. My ride ain't come pick me up to go mow the grass. All right, you just can't mow the grass. I'm not gonna take you to go mow the grass because I don't want to do it. I don't want to drive out there. But that's the thing because you don't have no driver's license. Now you can't go make the money that you need to make, and now you're thinking it's somebody else's fault that you can't get there. So that's the stuff that you have to break them out of. That's the same thing we have to break people out of who think they can come in and skate in on the back door and say, oh, I don't want to invest in I don't want to invest in the course, or I don't want to invest in no training. I'm just gonna come here and somebody just can tell me I'm just gonna go. No, it don't work like that. It don't work like that. Well, everybody ain't got the money. Shit, I ain't got the money. Ain't nobody got the money to do it. Everybody like to hold their money, but you get the money back. You get it back. These buildings that I'm doing. You think I want to take my money and you think I want to take my money and go dump it into the building the back wall of that building? Nah. I want to be like everybody else. I want to go buy me a new Porsche. I want to go put me on a Versace road. I want to take my money and do that. But I got to take my money and invest it over there and get it up and get those buildings up and running and start generating money. That's what I want to do. But I love to go do the other stuff that everybody else is doing, and not invest my money in those into the community, into building something for not only myself but for the whole community. I would love to do that. But I got I, but I gotta go put my money there. If I want to be able to come here, well, I ain't gonna say that. I'll say if I want to be able to come here and tell you all about entrepreneurship, I need to be doing it. But now I don't figured out it's all a game now. It don't even matter. It's not. I don't think 99% of the people on YouTube that's saying that's talking about entrepreneurship is really in entrepreneurship. Their entrepreneurship is teaching and selling aspiration. If I can get my channel monetized, and if I can get enough viewers that come in and watch and give me enough donations and get my YouTube AdSense money and stuff like that, and on the side sell me some courses on the side, I can make me 25, 30,000 a month. Now from that money, I can come out and give you the facade that I'm doing business because the average person ain't making that money. So now I don't have to go to work all day. I can go around and I can talk and I can read and I can get around people. If you just if you got free time, if you got free time where you can actually get out and interact within the business community, meaning if I can get out and go to the meetings at 10 in the morning, if I can get out and be available to go talk to the town council and stuff during the middle of the day when most people are working, I'll find out a lot more information that you have than other people have, and I have the knowledge and understanding that you all don't have. You all don't get the knowledge because you all just working there trying to make a living, you don't have time to get amongst people and the network to hear the things people are talking about. And most of the time, what they're doing, they're not in the middle of actually out there doing it with the people. They're on the sidelines watching, then they're coming back and reporting it to you. They're on the sidelines watching all these people doing this stuff. They watching. They're going out to the places where they're building. They're going out to the places where people are doing the business deals and stuff. They standing around spectating, and then they come back and or while they out there they're recorded. Then they come back and report it to you, and you're thinking, damn, they out there doing it. They're around these people, but they're not involved in it. They don't have no money, don't have no skin in the game. But then you see that, and next thing you know, you buy a course from them, hoping that you can get out there and do the things that they do. And now you start to listen to people. Now everybody's trying to sell a course, so they're trying to get a YouTube channel. What's your course that you selling? Tonight I was listening to this to the channel before I came on. Matter of fact, I was listening to the lead attorney. I was listening to the lead attorney channel, And every man that came on there, I got a new course. I got a new YouTube channel that I'm putting together. Oh, what are you talking about? Well, I'm telling men how to live their great life. I'm telling people how to find value in what they do. All this life coaching because they don't have no skills or anything they can say. They just want to get there and talk. It became, like I said, it became prosperity preaching. If I don't have anything I can teach you anything, I'm just gonna get out here and give you a good talk game, and I hope I can pass that collection plate around. They're not out there in the middle of taking their money and going out there and throwing $300,000 out there to fix that building, and put a damn business in there and to generate money. They ain't gonna do that. They're not gonna do it because they don't see they can make that money back. They don't. They know they can't put their money out there and bring it back. They know they can't do it. They have tried it. They cannot do it because only a very few people have wisdom. And wisdom is when you have knowledge and understanding, and you can apply it to your life and apply it to anybody else's life and get those results that they're talking about. And very few people can do it. Very few people can do it. And there's a bunch of you all from Appliance Boot Camp who can do it, who can do it because y'all have done it. Y'all have taken the actual blueprint from Appliance Boot Camp and given it to people and applied it to people's lives, and they got the same results that you all got, the same results that I got. And the only reason y'all are able to do that because y'all have done it. That's why y'all tell people follow the blueprint. That's why y'all tell people to, when somebody calls and they say, go buy the course because you know what they need to do. That's why when somebody come in and they start talking, you know right then after about two questions, you know right then and there if they looked at the material or not. You know, and that's why I say we have a point where we can go out there and we can what's it called? We can actually uh, now go there and fight for that market share because I don't see nobody else out there who's doing it. I don't see nobody else that's out there who's doing it. Everything they're doing now is for aspiration and just good talk game and good paperwork. That's what that's what you're seeing now on YouTube is what you call I'm gonna call the social media the social work entrepreneurs. It's all it is paperwork. There's no engineering, ain't no math. There's nothing of substance in it. All it is just I'm gonna talk to you, and I'm gonna what you call talk to you, and I'm gonna mentor you. Mentor me in what? Whatever business you want. Uh, well, how you know all these different businesses? How you gonna know? Are you gonna go out and research every business out here and mentor somebody on it, or are you just gonna give me a lot of fluff? Unless you in that business and you actually in the middle of running that business, you don't know about it. You don't. You just don't. You don't know about it. You can't mentor me. You can tell me some basic stuff about starting a business. You can tell me how to register an LLC. You can tell me about registering an LLC. You can tell me about some tax breaks and stuff like that. But then when it gets to the nuts and bolts, actually taking that and applying it to that industry and making that industry come back and give you the results, you can't do it. They cannot do it. They cannot do it. They cannot. I have yet to see one of them take a business from scratch and throw it out there and come back and give a report or been able to see it after a year. I have yet to do it. And what they'll do, they'll go out there, the YouTube money, stay there for a while and keep them afloat. They'll keep the YouTube money or keep them afloat. But what's going to happen after that business? You all run a business. You all know a damn business will eat every penny you got. If you don't have that business under control and you get that business operating efficiently, it's worse than being on crack. It'll eat every dime you got in your bank account. That business will come get it and it'll rip it. It'll rip you. I don't care how much money you bringing in. That business will take every penny you got. And what happened? That business start bleeding them, and they can't stop it from bleeding. They say, I'm jumping out. The industry is changing. It ain't worth it no more. I'm gone. That's what they do. Versus here, when the storms come and the winds are blowing, you got to know how to navigate through it. when times are hard and stuff, and this appliance repair business, the ice cream parlor business, you got that's the time where that's the time where the universe is coming and making sure that this is what you want. That this is making sure that you are strong enough to survive, to be worthy to run that business. So that's when you pull back on the reins. That's when you learn how to navigate through the winds and stuff. Then once you get through it, you realize you can handle anything, and then you good. But these guys, they're coming out. They'll start some business, which I call they say a cookie cutter business. It's not nothing where they got to go out here and build it themselves. It's going to be something they can just pay some money, drop something in on it, and give you a report on it. And then once it get to a point where they ain't making no more money, they pull their money out of it and they're gone. Versus most of you all now have been running your business longer than anybody else on YouTube is out there. Y'all have been running your business longer than anybody else on YouTube is out there. Supposedly business gurus. That includes the doctors and all of that. You all have been running your business longer. But their business just consists of getting followers and getting people to actually come in and pay. That includes Dr. Force and all of them. You all run your business. Then y'all have more entrepreneurship and more business ownership than any of them out there right now. Matter of fact, they need, like I keep telling y'all, they need to be coming to you all for actual advice. Lab Hand TV, watch the videos and start your business before going to class. It would take you longer to do the paperwork depending on where you live. Okay, there you go. All right, that's my app. Hey, what's going on, Live Electronics? All right. Curious, how old are they? 20, 20, 20, 23 and 26. 23 and 26. Yep, 23 and 26. Mike, have you considered starting a driving company to employ these young guys so they can get money to buy the basic too? No, no. Everything they need is right here. They don't. All they need is right here. All they need is right here. It's not that. The problem is the problem is the mentality. The problem is the mentality. They ain't sick and tired of being sick and tired. What they're doing is they think it's pretty cool. They pretty soon they'll get tired of it. But right now it's cool. It's cool to live the life and stuff that they think they live. They think that's cool. But it'll get old pretty soon. And once they get sick and tired of being sick and tired, then they'll change. But up until then, nah, nah. Just like my nephews and them. My nephews and them came to work for me and stuff. At first, I was the same way, trying to make sure that one of them start their businesses and do this and do that. They didn't want to do it. They wanted to do what these guys are doing. They just and to the point where I just say, okay, that's fine. Um, they don't want to run a business right now, but what my job is to do is to make sure that they don't mess themselves up. So that's why I say if you find you a young guy, your nephew, whoever, put them in a truck and just give them something to do. Say, if they would go get their driver's license, I'll put them in a truck and won't worry about them. Put them in a truck and let them go ahead and do service calls. You can pay them 65, $70,000 a year. You make 50, 60,000 off of them. They can go buy them. I used to say a Mustang, but they can go buy them a Scat Pack, have them an apartment, have them a motorcycle, and get them two or three girlfriends. And they're good until they turn 30. And then when they get about 30, then you can start teaching them how to run their business. But because he won't go get his driver's license, I can't put him in a service truck. But that's normally what I say do with the young guys. They rap, um, uh, you got rap, you got basketball, you got football, you got all this stuff that that you got the D boys, you got all this stuff you got to compete against. Uh, Coming here and getting nasty and getting dust all in your head. So crawling up under somebody's wash machine. This ain't cool. So what you do, don't even worry about it. You take your nephews, your sons, just make sure that you just tell them from 8 o'clock to 4 o'clock. This is what you do. After that, you go do what you want to do. And just make sure they don't get any trouble until they can actually come back and you can actually put something in their head. Mike, they have a great opportunity. If I was there, I would beg them to finish it. Yeah, yeah. Their parents don't even push them to do it. It's crazy. And that's the other thing too. I got a couple more minutes. And I'm getting out here. That's the other thing too, man. We, as the African American community, we gonna have to tighten up. I have so many people come here. I'm from African Americans. Myself, I'm African American, so I can talk about us. I have them come here about 2 or 3 times a day. I have somebody come here. I heard you got some buildings down here for sale. I got one I might be willing to sell. You interested? Yeah, I'm interested. Okay, give me a second. I'll walk you down there and show it to you. Go down there and show it to them. Show them the plan. Show them all of this and that. Um, okay. What you interested in buying it? No, I don't want to buy it right now. I'm trying to find me a building. They told me you're a good person to find out how to buy these buildings. Yeah, you can buy them, but now it's too late. Y'all should have came 2 years ago. Now, if you want to go buy a building, you better have 100,000 or more for one that I paid 17,000 for. It's gonna cost you 100,000 to get it now. Do you have the money to renovate it? Nah, that's the thing. I'm trying to start a business to get some money to renovate it. But I teach entrepreneurship. Um, I'm taking a course. Okay, what course are you taking? I'm taking a wholesaling course. You're going to wholesale. Yeah, I heard you can make money there. You ain't got to put no money. You don't have to have no money to make money. So I'm going to try to do some wholesaling, and then from there, I'm going to get enough money to start me a business. But what's the business you're going to start? I don't know. I'm still trying to debate that. So I get that, or I get the person who comes down. I'm interested in renting one of your buildings. Oh, okay, fine. Take them down there. What business you gonna put in here? Well, that's what I was gonna talk to you about. I know in DC they have these cigar clubs. That you go there and you sit down in a cigar lounge and this and that. And I was gonna do that and have comedy shows and stuff come in, and then I rent it out for parties and stuff. Okay, that's no problem. Um, okay, it's gonna be about. If I'm gonna build it out. It's gonna cost you about $1.50 per square foot to do it. But that's the thing. I was saying if you, I heard that you have an investment group and y'all give money. I was wondering if you all would loan me the money. I put it. Man, I'm gonna give you my money to build out my business, to you to start a business, and you not to pay me back. Come on, man. Nah, I can't do that. Or somebody gonna come tell me they don't. The other day, I've had two people come to come through and gonna tell me uh, how to purchase a building. They haven't purchased one before. They told me they're gonna tell me how you go buy the building. Then they're gonna tell me how to run a business. And they don't run a business. But they're gonna sit there in my building gonna tell me how to buy it and how to start a business in it. And this is what I do. And that's the stuff I have to deal with while I'm down here, trying to educate them and uh, and get these young guys moving. Not only the young guys, I have the young guys that I have to educate and try to keep them moving and keep them doing something busy. And that's the other thing too. When you start doing that, it gets to a point where they constantly get too dependent on. They looking for a hustle every day, and a hustle they just need to make $50, $60 a day. That's enough money for them to get them a hotel room, get them something to eat, and be able to make it to the next day. So all day Saturday and Sunday. You got anything I can do? No, man, it's the weekend. I need to get some money. I gotta pay this. Well, I'm sorry. You gotta figure out how to make it on the weekend. I ain't gonna do that. You got the older men the same way where they're coming and they need to they're trying to do stuff and they're trying to pull money and get money from you too. And some of them have good stuff, but you're at a point where I'm at a point right now. I got too much money. I got to put out myself. So I can't come out here helping nobody else. I gotta get to the like Howard was saying, not to get too far away from the bank. I'm too far away from the bank right now. I gotta get back close to the bank before I go help somebody else. So then you have to start telling people that, hey man, you need to be out here making the sacrifices I'm making. Nobody wants to risk any skin in the game. They don't want to risk their money. They don't want to risk their time. They just want it, and they think you're going to give them everything. They think you're going to give them everything. I know I'm rambling, but that's the thing I've been going through for the last couple of weeks, where everybody is coming and everybody wants you to invest into their dreams, into their stuff, but nobody wants to come in and help. Nobody wants to come and put all their chips in on the thing and make it work. Nobody wants to do that. Nobody wants to do that. But they want you to do it. And they look at me and think, oh, he got a lot of money. He's doing this and he's doing that. Yeah, I have to keep doing this and doing that to make the money to do that stuff. So yeah, it'd be like I'm busy and I'm working all the time because I have to in order to get to the next destination. I don't have time to play around. People ask me, oh, I'm going to A&T homecoming. Well, people ask me why you didn't show up to the high school homecoming. I don't have time. I don't have time. I don't have time. I don't have time to do that. I got people that's calling out in the field. They need to get stuff. They need my advice, so I help them, the alumni, with their businesses. I got my businesses that I'm running. I got all this stuff that I'm doing. I don't have time to be doing a lot of that crazy stuff. I don't have time to do it. All right, they networking. Shout out to Mike Sneed, the only one on YouTube providing folks and playing with actual steps that they can use to improve their life. Yeah, yeah. Unfortunately, uh, YouTube has become the new prosperity church. I'm telling you, it's the new prosperity church, and people are running here. This is their part-time job, and they just telling you anything, anything. I was listening to some guy came on to a channel. Lord Jesus Christ, these guys and these old men. This is the thing to get me. These old men, 50, 60 years old, come talking about dating women and this and that. Come on, man. You gotta let that go. You gotta let that go at that age. If you 50, if you 45 and you still talking about how to run women and women ain't this and 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 you ain't built anything, you don't deserve no woman. I don't think. If you 40 some years old and you don't have anything that we can go put our hands on to touch to see what you done built, the community don't know who you are. The only person know who you are is YouTube. If they can't go, if we can't go to your community and your community can vouch that you are a leader there, that you are making things happen, that you don't you're not pouring into nobody. If your wife and your kids don't think that you're worthy of leadership, I don't think you need to be on here talking. To be honest, if that's all you're going to talk about, the 40 and 50 years old, talking about some women and using all these big words, you become a wordsmith, worse than Michael. Who's that guy? Michael Eric Dyson. I think that's his name. He used to use all these huge words. This guy was doing all that. Man, it's crazy. DCNF. I fell back from even documenting my journey due to nonsense surgery. Yeah, it is. Man, I'm telling you, about 3 times every day, I say the same thing. I say, I look at a video and I get sick to my stomach. I say, I'm getting off of this YouTube. Hope people think I'm the same way. I'm getting off of this crap, man. It is crazy. Live electronic. Real talk. We must teach our young people. Yeah, that's where it's at. That's where it's at. You got to be teaching the young guys and showing them. No, I will. No, I just talk. Granted, I would like for those young guys to take more advantage of the situation. I would love for them to do that. But I will have to say one of them has stuck with it, and he's becoming a real good tradesman. And he just has some personal stuff that he has to really clean up. But he is becoming a real good tradesman. If he stick with it long enough, he will do okay. Um, so I don't want to say all bad things about him. He is becoming a pretty good tradesman, and if he stick with it long enough, he's going to do okay. But a lot of these guys are just starting from ground zero. They starting. they starting off like you play a spades. They starting off already in the hole. They negative 120 starting off before the first hand come out. So they have a ways they have to crawl out. Some people change their courses titles. They remind so many fake courses says so many fake courses have Boris Watson, lead attorney, etc. produce any documents yet. Yeah, yeah, but I saw that where they changed it. I peeped that a long time ago. Them changing the course title and reselling it to you all. I peeped that a long time ago. And I always equate that to the same thing with the wire. You know, when Avon and Stringle Bell, their drugs was bad, so they'll bring it in and call it and repackage it and call a new name and go back and resell the same crap. That's the same thing they're doing. They reselling you the same course over and over, just a different name. And sometimes the names are so close and so related that the person selling it get it mixed up. He'll say the name they used maybe two times ago and during the time when he's selling it now because they selling the exact same course versus with us, we're going into different things. You know, I have the appliance repair, but ice cream is totally different than an appliance repair. That's why I ain't finished the course because I'm still learning stuff there. Kettle corn is different than this. Then we be going into the real estate. Garage door is different than appliance repair. So all the other little small businesses that I've done and get out there. And like my friend Howard, he's gonna be bringing out uh, uh, a franchise course, how to buy a franchise. You know, that's something he does. He do it all the time. Almost every other year, he's buying a new franchise, building it out, and getting it up and running. So that's something that he does every day, and he got social proof and the track record that he can do it. Those people are clowns. Sad, yeah. Network. Okay, they networking. Okay. So many other YouTube guys want to mentor you in something they have never done, like these 20-year-old life coaches with no experience. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But that's why I say what get me now. They're coming out into they're coming out to the real world, and that's what the two people this weekend were trying to mentor me in buying property and starting businesses, and they never done it before. And they telling me how to do it, and telling me how to. Ain't never don't even own the house that they live in. Don't even own the house that they live in, and they're telling me how to purchase property, what I need to do. The blueprint is life. Thanks, I appreciate that. Yeah, they are preoccupied. Yeah, they are very much preoccupied. Decent. I'm gonna let them fight. I will be back at it soon. Going to do a wrap up of year two soon. Okay, not two or three girls. Yeah, yeah. That's what I think. I think that when you're young, I think a young guy should go out and purge themselves, especially before they get married. So if you're young, I think a young guy should go out here, have fun, and don't wait till you get to be 35, 40, 50 years old, then try to go out here and do some crazy stuff. Mike, you're right. They talk about dating and women because they have not built anything. They are the old guys in the club. They are too old. Yeah, it's crazy. Eh, that I just don't see. My dad, my dad. They know in the world. My dad, and my uncle could could tell me anything about dating no girls and stuff like that. No, my brothers, my older brothers, and them, they told you how to trick the girls. My dad and my uncle couldn't have told me anything like that. Because we had conversations, and nah. I know my dad, and like I said, my dad when he was living, no matter. Well, all he would say, she a hard working girl. She got two jobs. Don't matter what she looks like or anything. That's what. Hey, she a hard working girl. She got two jobs. She's smart. That's what you going for. Nah, I ain't gonna do that. I ain't listening for that. Yeah. So I wasn't gonna be listening to them about how to go get new girls. I wanted to know because the girls had changed what they was looking for. So I listened to my brother in there, and the other guys in them that were a little older than me. And so that's what they do now. But these old guys, who in the world? Like somebody asked me, like I said, they wanted me come to the party. They're having a party. I'll be honest. I want my wife and I. We want to be home at 9 o'clock. If you're gonna have a day party, let me go. Then I want to get back home, especially if I got to drive an hour or two. I ain't gonna be out in no club, no 12, 1 o'clock at night, 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock in the morning. I want to be back home by 9 o'clock. I ain't gonna be out there hanging out late like that. And plus my kids, my kids. They hanging out. So why then if my daughters and my son they're out there partying and hanging out, how in the world I look out there with them partying all night and stuff? Nah, that's when your kids start to go out and hang out. It's time for you to come in. So my kids and them they hanging out. We worried enough about them coming home and getting home safe and sound. So we have to go back home and sit down and worry about them when they come at home and making sure that they okay. So I know I ain't gonna be out there in no club no 12 o'clock at night. Shimano 5 line. Salute the Grandmaster Mike and ABC fam. Okay. Zion Network. Right, I'm about done. 2020, everyone is a guru. I'm trying to sacrifice so I can take your course. Shout out JT Hustles. Okay, yeah, JT. Thanks for doing it. Yeah, JT's doing it too. He's good. JT a good guy. Um, but yeah, no, everybody is a guru and don't have anything to prove to show it. That's one thing I can say about the ABC alumni. Um, ABC alumni, they got the receipts to show it. They got the receipts to show it. Capello Appliance Repair. What's up, ABC? Y'all heard of Repair Potter? They are COD set jobs. They set their jobs at $99 and charge $35 to $60, so you keep the rest of the profit. I haven't heard of them. I know Appliance Repairman, I think, is something similar to that. But thanks for sharing that. All right. Psychophonics, what's going on? Man, I stopped clubbing when I was 28 years old. I'm a homebody myself. Nothing good happened after 12 a.m. from my experience. Left. I like, yeah, man, I can't. It's gonna be if it's gonna be a party, it's gonna have to be something done earlier. That it got to be started earlier that day. You better get started about 6:30, 7 o'clock. I like to go play some spades and hang out a little bit. I'm coming home. I'm coming home. Slick, yeah, Slick said he got some receipts. And see, that's the stuff that I'm talking about. Exactly what Slick said. Where that's the type of people I get advice from. Somebody who went out there and Slick and bought 40 some acres of land, getting ready to develop it and stuff. That's stuff I want to talk about. Something that you can see and hold. But all you all I'm I'm telling you all, there's a lot of money being generated on YouTube because YouTube people have became the new television network. So they're the new movie stars. And I wish people just it's entertainment. It became like a WWF. It's not real entrepreneurship. It's just entertainment. So with that being said, uh, uh, people are just flocking to this and just being charismatic and you just sometimes it's sickening to the stomach. It's just very sickening to the stomach to see the stuff that, that that you know stuff that you know is not true, and people just out there pushing stuff just for the sales, just for the sales, and I just leave it at that. It's just sickening to your stomach to sit there and just see uh, people just getting led and believe it. And some of the stuff it just be some of the stuff just comes from the different books that everybody has read. Everybody has read the same books. Uh, everybody have read the same books. Everybody pretty much now knows Robert Kiyosaki. Everybody knows Napoleon Hill. Everybody know those things. Back you would think everybody would know those things. Everybody read The Richest Man in Babylon. But what happened is the people who haven't, this person just spews out some information like that, and people think he's the deepest person in the world. Like I said, none of this stuff. I ain't made up none of this stuff. I didn't make up the five banking accounts. That's been going on for since the beginning of time. I didn't make that up. I didn't make up the cost of doing business sheet. That's people been that's just basic business that people know that you have to do. Every People who do business knows that, but it just don't get taught to us in school. Um, we don't know. We don't. They don't teach us none of that stuff. They don't teach us none of that stuff. So what happens when you meet somebody and they start telling you that and presenting you with that, you're thinking they're the smartest person in the world. They thinking the smartest person in the world. But uh, they just regurgitating information that they got, but they can't take that information and apply it to their life, and get the results. If YouTube cut off today, most people be in the welfare line. I'm gonna read a little bit of this. I'm trying to come to the event. How much do I need? Well, if you're coming to the hands-on live event, you're gonna need 3,000 to come here. If you're gonna do the online, it should be 17. Nah, Mike Smeed money is gone. Mike Smeed money is gone. It's like the street hustlers invaded YouTube trying to strike it rich. The info I see is illegal. Yeah, it is. It is. Oh, Slick got video game coming. All right. Second father. I'm gonna call him on Wednesday. Yeah. If you would like to talk to me on Wednesday about the course, you call me Wednesday, 1 to 4 Eastern Standard Time, 919-373-5526. I ran a little bit over. I want to thank everybody for chiming in. I'm gonna start doing a little bit more of the actual teaching. I ain't gonna say that. I'm gonna start doing some more of the teaching. Um, uh, um, uh, Coming up in the next couple of YouTubes and stuff. Just because a lot of this stuff, people, I've done it before, but give a refresh because we got new people coming in. And also, like I say, I'm gonna start making a push. So if you see from now to the end of the year, me actually pushing and being a little bit more vocal about what you all have done and stuff. Just know that it's a vacuum is getting ready to take place, and I'm just trying to see if we can get our position there and really, really put stuff out there to help people. Really put stuff out there to help people. When you see that comment, don't be surprised. Once again, I want to thank everybody for tuning in. I'll be back on Thursday. Thursday, we have a live open mic at the ice cream parlor. So I might be over there for a little bit. We have a costume like party going on, and hopefully I have everything done in here. I give y'all a little tour of the new shop too. Once again, thank you all for watching, and I'll talk to you later.